mission is to stop taxpayer-funded and wasteful government spending on animal experiments, such as at the Wuhan lab. We've been on this journey, like you, really since day one. We started our work and our investigations into Wuhan way back in January of 2020. But our contributions to exposing and investigating the pandemic's origins really weren't so much following the science to implicate a lab leak, but following the money. Following that money trail and then to find, expose, and defund it. Our new lawsuit that we just filed against Fauci's NIH is part of this overall campaign. Last year, over Easter weekend of 2020, our organization, White Coat Waste Project, launched the very first investigation showing how the money trail worked, showing that indeed taxpayers, via Fauci's NIH, en route to the secretive, then little-known EcoHealth Alliance, were indeed funding the Wuhan lab. It was an investigation that really shocked the world, that potentially American taxpayers were paying for these experiments that may have indeed caused the pandemic. You can see in the new Fauci emails, they talk a little bit about our investigation back in April of 2020, when it all broke and got the White House's attention to cancel the active funding at the time. Well, since we launched that investigation, Sherry, we subsequently sent 2 Freedom of Information Act requests to the NIH to find out precisely what Fauci knew and when he knew it. We requested information like funding applications, email correspondence between Fauci and EcoHealth before and after the pandemic broke, email correspondence between Fauci and former CDC Director Redfield, who, as you know, is a prominent supporter, openly supporting the lab leak hypothesis. He's since received some death threats over that. Information about whether Fauci's payout to Wuhan and EcoHealth was properly reviewed by the NIH Oversight Committee. Fauci's emails all the way back to 2013 we requested. We want to see what NIH and EcoHealth knew about a lab leak, a potential lab leak in late 2019 and early 2020. Well, after we filed those Freedom of Information Act requests, Fauci's NIH blew the deadline set by federal law to give us what we were entitled to as taxpayers. They blew the deadline to hand over all those documents. And so White Coat filed a federal lawsuit in a district court. We really do need some real good investigation work now in the U.S. We need that presidential commission. We need the E&C committee to step up with subpoena power to get Peter Daszak, the head of EcoHealth, to answer some hard questions. The NIH needs to come clean. This lawsuit is a good chance to get that forthcoming information from them. They haven't been forthcoming with. They need to come clean now. We need an audit of all the money we're spending